Hi, this is Mr. Childs. We're going to walk you through today setting up your Google document for MLA formatting. We're going to send you a blank document using Doctopus, and you need to go through and set it up correctly for MLA, and we're going to show you how. So step number one we want to do is Times New Roman 12-point font. So you want a blank page. You do this at the very beginning, and everything on the page should change except for the header, and we'll go back and do that. So we're going to go Times New Roman 12-point font. Back to step number two, double spacing. So when we go to double spacing, it's this little, has an arrow pointing up and down, says line spacing. We're going to go to double spacing. Another thing you might want to double check, go to the custom spacing. Paragraph spacing is 0 before, 0 after, and double line spacing. Apply. Step number three, left justify. This is pretty much automatically set up. So we have our left justification. Everything's going to line up on the 1-inch margin. And we're going to go in and do number four, which is set up our page number and header. So this is step four. It's pretty easy to do. We're going to go to the Insert tab. We're going to go Insert Page Number, and we want top right. And what we're going to do is that light gray, we're just going to tab left, type in your name, your last name only, and space it. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to highlight it, and we want it to be Times New Roman and 12-point font. And really all that's changing is we put a little serif on the number one. So our header is good to go. Alright, now if we go to, when we go to page number two, I'll show you, it automatically changes for us. Okay, so step one, step two, step three, step four is done. Step five, we're going with our MLA heading. Alright, so in the MLA heading, it's going to go name, teacher, class, military style, date. So let's go ahead and set that up real quick. So we're over here on the left hand side. We're going to put our first name followed by our last name. Then we're going to go teacher. So for this class, it's going to be Mr. Childs and Miss Cruz. And notice even this is double spaced for us. It is English 1, 2. And now military style date is a little bit different than what we're used to, but basically the day goes first. So let's just pick a random day. Let's go 28th February. Man, picked a hard one to spell, and I think I got it right. So this is how it should look. 28 February 2015 or 2016 or whatever the day is. Usually I like the day you're typing it or the day you're turning it in. Okay, so we're going to space and take a look at our next step, which is title and spacing before and after. So we're going to have that double space. We're going to center this, and we're going to put the title of the reports or the essay or whatever it's going to be called. Important thing here. Important words need to be capitalized. There's no bold, there's no italics, there's no underline. It is simple. It should look the exact same as all your paper. We're going to go back up, left justify again, and we are ready to start typing. So we're just going to tab over and start typing the report. And this will work out. We tab over to the half, so you can kind of see it's right here. It's our half-inch tab. We type, everything's going to work out the same, and we're good to go. So let's go look at step number 7. We're going to add a page break for our Works Cited page. So all we're going to do is hit Control Enter, or we can go to, I got to remember where to do this. And if you insert, we go to Insert and Page Break, or it tells us Control plus Enter. So we're going to go here, Control plus Enter, and let's click. Now you see our header automatically changes this to page 2. So that is exactly what we want to see. If this doesn't change numbers, you did something wrong in the header. You need to go back and fix that, please. Okay, so now we did our page break. We're going to do our works cited page, which is centered. Very important thing here. Once again, nothing fancy. It is works cited. No bold, no italics, no underline. We just keep it plain and simple. Okay, after works cited, we're going to set up the hanging indent. We'll show you how to do this. This part's pretty simple for you guys because you're using databases, so the citation should already be done for you. But just to make sure, what we're going to do is we're going to left justify. We're going to move this over so the rectangle and the triangle move over to the half. Then we just want the rectangle moved back to the top. So if I start typing here, and this is usually going to be the person who wrote it. So we're going to say child's started typing here. And then we're just going to put a bunch of ones until it goes to the next line. And if you notice, okay, so it started over on the far left margin, and then it tabs itself in. Alright, and this will continue to tab in until I hit enter, and then it'll come back to the space. So that's a very important part on the works cited page. You also want to make sure that they're in alphabetical order. So let's go enter and say cruise started here. That is what it should look like for us when we get going. Alright, pretty plain and simple. So let's go back here and make sure. So we got our hanging indent. Now we're going to go to sharing document before a peer review. We're going to have you share this document with a friend or peer in the class so we can work on it together. We go to the blue share button. It'll have the name of the document already in there. You are going to type in your buddy's email address. So I'm going to say mcruz. Okay, and that'll send it to Miss Cruz. And she is able to edit this document for us. Okay, now here comes the important part with the peer review. We have a few different options. We have commenting. So if I want to make a comment on this paper, I highlight something and then I press Control, Alt, and M all at the same time, and a comment box comes over to the left. I type in hi, that's my comment. So now when I look at this section, it'll say hi. We don't want you have the option to resolve these conflicts or these comments. We don't want you to do that. We just want you to leave it so then we can view who made comments and what they said. Alright, so if you leave a comment, don't hit resolve, just leave it there so Ms. Cruz and I can see it. The second option is suggesting. With suggesting, what this does is if you see a mistake, I'm surprised I need more mistakes, so I'm going to say dog ran. Somebody could come over here to this far right mode, switch it to suggesting, and say you shouldn't have dog. And if you notice, it puts like this little strike through in the middle. You might want to say the dog ran, not ran. Okay, that tells me, oh, I should have switched this out. And once you click off this, you can comment here, but you can click off that, and then you see the person's suggestion. Okay, so this is just a quick example you can do. Now to fix that, you need to go through and either erase it, so I can check it and say yeah, that's good, or I hit the X and say it's no. Double check it. You should probably retype your own stuff. Just to make sure it's good to go. But even if I highlight it, hit delete, it puts a strike through so I can see what happened, and I can just hit X and I want it back the way I had it. Alright, our third option here is the chat bubble. When we're working in the computer labs, I don't want you guys getting up, moving around, talking too much. So something you can do is I have this shared with one person. If Miss Cruz was online right now, there would be her picture, and then there'd be a little chat bubble right here. What you can do is click that, and if it's a quick question, you can type in a chat bubble, and you can respond and kind of talk back and forth while doing the work. What we do not want to see is inappropriate conversations going on, extra talking going on, so keep it to a minimum. But the comment section and the suggesting section is really what we want to see you guys working on. Alright, that is all we have for today. So you should know how to change the font, double space, left justify, do the header, MLA header, also do the MLA heading, which is different, name, teacher, class, military style, date, the title and spacing before and after, your page break, your works cited, how to set up hanging indent, sharing the document, and peer reviewing your documents. So if you have any questions, bring them to class, and have a good night.